Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is T from Betty and Brenda, and today I am making bath fizzies. Yes, bath fizzies and not bath bombs. This is my first time making bath fizzies, and from my understanding, the difference between the two is just that the fizziness just adds extra fizziness, I guess, into your tub. Whereas bath bombs, you normally add oils and Epsom salt to relax muscles. Fizzies, there's little to no oil. It's just for the fun of it. So I am making these for my girls line on bettyandbrenda.com. Definitely check out the website. I'm always adding new products. And while you're at it, go ahead and follow me on Instagram and on Facebook at Betty and Brenda. So this is my first attempt at doing this. We'll see how it goes. I am making these, like I said, for my girls line, and I'm using a fragrance called Peony from Crafter's Choice. It smells nice and flowery. I am going to make pink ones and purple ones. The purple will be Purple Vibrance from Nurture Soap, and the pink will be Pink Vibrance from Nurture Soap. I'm actually going to use these little cute little flower mold, or this flower mold, for the fizzies, and we'll see how those turn out. In this bowl I have 16 ounces of baking soda and 8 ounces of citric acid, and in this cup I have 1 ounce of the peony and just a little less than half of the polysorbate 80, which is supposed to keep the colors that you add to your products from clinging to your tub. So I'm going to go ahead and get started by adding my fragrance and the polysorbate 80 to my citric acid and my baking soda. Once I whisk that a bit, I then want to kind of get in there and mix it around with my hand. I have my witch hazel over here as well, because I was pretty sure that that wasn't going to add enough liquid to make it feel sort of like wet sand. I don't like adding water to it. I know some people do, but when I add water, it always just fizzes up and just makes a mess. So I use the witch hazel instead. Okay, now that all of that is mixed in, I'm going to take some of it and put it in my yellow bowl, because again I'm going to do two colors, pink and purple, and then we'll let these dry overnight. Okay, so yes, it's not that wet sand consistency. So I'm going to add some witch hazel. I'm going to work with this one first. And just, I add a little at a time. I don't want to add too much. Pull up my sleeve a bit. So don't want it to be too wet. I have done that before as well. And when I put it in my mold with bath bombs, it just started swelling out of the mold. It wouldn't stay in. It was just a terrible mess. So now I just try to spray a little at a time. It's such a cloudy and rainy day here. I'm hoping that the lighting is okay. It is so hard for me to work on rainy days. I love rain. I love thunderstorms. But on those days, I really like to kind of hang out in my bed, watch a little TV, have some popcorn, enjoy like a relaxing movie day. And as you can see, one way to tell if it has enough is to put it together, drop it down, and if it stays in its form, then it has enough. You don't want to go over that. Like I said, I've done that before, and yeah, you don't want to get it too wet because then it's just a mess. Okay, got a little bit on my mold, so let's get that off and back into here. And let's press it into the mold. Press it down as much as you can so that it will take on all of the little grooves and nooks and crevices of the flowers that's in there. See, I had more mix than I thought I had, so I had to grab my bath bomb mold that I like, or mold that I like. I guess it's not just for bath bombs, but it's really cute. You can put it in here and then you use this to just plop it down. I use these a lot. I find them easier to use than the circular actual bath bomb mold, although I still make those. These are just so easy to use, and it has different little flower indentations that you can make with your bath bombs or fizzies or whatever you're going to use. So I had to pull that out because I had more than I thought I had. So I'm going to let these dry overnight, and I'll bring you back tomorrow. We'll plop some in the water and see how it goes. It is the next day, and I am getting ready to unmold the rest of my bath fizzy. Okay, so let's drop one of them in. I guess it's pretty much just baking soda and citric acid, so it should be okay, but kind of wanted it to have a really big fizzy reaction, so we'll see what happens. Well, there it is. Definitely all of the colors are out there. And one good thing, it did float, but it didn't quite have that kind of violent fizzy reaction that I wanted it to have. So let's try maybe one of the bigger ones. Let's see what happens with that one. I can definitely hear it. That one was better. Maybe the bigger they are, the better the fizz. I do love all of the colors though. As they come out in the water, I can even see just a little bit of the pink that was mixed in there, so that's very pretty. But you can do so many things with this. You can add lots more colors. You can drizzle mica colors on the top to make them prettier. You can add flowers, dried flowers on the inside of these, and they can just kind of pop out once they start fizzing in the water. And these actually would be a really, really good baby reveal fizzy or kind of thing, because you could make it white, of course, on the bottom as you put it in a mold, and put the color that represents the anatomy of the baby on the inside, white on the top, and then when it pops in, that pink or blue could come out in the water. But again, this would be something wonderful for kids to have in their tubs. They would love seeing the fizzy reaction. In fact, if you plopped like quite a few in there, that would be exciting. You know what? Let's try that. Let's see what happens. Okay, I went and got another bucket of clear water so we could toss a few of them in there and see what it's like. I tell you what, if nothing else, the smell that comes out is absolutely amazing. It smells so wonderful in here. So let's toss quite a few of these in. Let's see what we get. And I love the way that they float. So they drop down to the bottom for just a second and they pop back up. But I wanted to have that really powerful fizz. I wanted the colors to look beautiful in the water. The smell is amazing. And actually looks like some little bubbles in here. So kids would have so much fun just playing in the different colors in the water. It looks like it lasts for a moment. And depending on how many you put, like look at that. That's still intact. It hasn't completely dissolved yet. So it tells me that it's gonna last a while in the water. I think that this was a success. Thanks guys again for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Betty and Brenda. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.